Now, the host organization of this conference is part of NTNU, the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. That is a university with scientific staff that are contributing to the reports from the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, the IPCC. And one important message from the latest IPCC report is that the challenges of climate change are getting more and more complex. In order for a global society to navigate within this complexity, we need better knowledge and improved skills. That means that the role of the educational system is more important than ever. And more than ever, we need the educational system to be continuously updated, on its toes and flexible. I know that the Rector of NTNU, Borg, takes this task seriously, and I'm happy to leave the floor to her now so that she can share with us her thoughts on how the role of NTNU as a provider of knowledge is working to be continuously updated, on its toes and flexible. So my question to her is, how is NTNU contributing to the energy transition? And once again, you can put all your hands together and welcome Borg to the stage.
Dear Minister Terje Aasland, dear colleagues and friends from all over the world, welcome to Trondheim and to a day full of new insights and great discussions. NTNU is the largest university in Norway, and it's also large in European standards. We are located in Trondheim, in Gjøvik, and in Ålesund. Also, in Norway, NTNU is dominant in technology, rewarding 75% of all masters of technology in the country. And our vision is knowledge for a better world. That is an important mission to have. Energy research has defined these universities and our country's history for more than a century. This is a photograph of the most profitable building in Norway, our hydropower laboratory. Hydropower has provided Norwegian households with clean energy since the 1920s. And our research has played an important role in the global development of hydropower. And the research field is still very timely and also quite active at our university. Just after the moon landing in 1969, Norway had its own game-changing event. On the day before Christmas, the Norwegian Minister of Energy received a bottle, this one, containing the first oil that was extracted from Ekofisk, one of the largest oil fields ever found on the Norwegian continental shelf. Norway did not have expertise in oil and gas production, but the emerging industry was built on our existing competence on ocean, shipbuilding, mining, and energy. Since then, NTNU has educated scientists and engineers whose research and innovation has fueled Norway's petroleum and natural gas success. Now we are on the way into yet another era, and we are on the move from fossil energy towards a zero-emission society. This transition will affect the entire society. We do not solve these challenges with technology alone. We need a broader approach. The interaction between technology, people and society, nature and economy, as well as policymakers. And we need international collaboration. Most of the grand societal challenges today are of global nature, and I know that this audience is very well aware of this. As already noted, the recent IPCC report clearly warns about the consequences of inaction if we continue to do too little to stop climate change. UN's Secretary General Antonio Guterres stressed this point on the launch of the report. We must reduce CO2 emissions with 45% within the year 2030. Yet, we face an increase of 14% if we continue down today's path. And 2030 is less than 8 years ahead. The COVID pandemic has paralyzed the entire world for nearly 2 years. On top of this, in February, Russia invaded Ukraine. This is a shocking attack on democracy and a devastating humanitarian crisis. But, as already said by the minister, it also has far-reaching consequences for energy and food supply all over Europe. And I'm afraid that even more low-income countries may again be the ones suffering the most. This crisis showcases the vulnerability of international energy markets. As Europe's second largest supplier of gas, Norway can help Europe reduce its dependence on Russian oil and gas. But this implies keeping up or even boosting our own gas production. This is a complicated issue with few or no easy answers. But I'm certain that to solve these challenges, we must keep a global and holistic perspective and collaborate. Norway has both the ability and possibility to help build a sustainable energy future. This city alone has more than 1,500 energy researchers who are committed to this challenge. NTNU has a main profile in science and technology. And we are a comprehensive university, including a wide range of academic subjects. This gives our university a unique position to address questions and problems across disciplines. And that's what we are working on, both in education and research. Innovation and interdisciplinary cooperation are at the core of our education and research and will be even more important in the years to come. We are continuously developing our education and research to be in line with technological progress, societal challenges, and the job market demands. We now focus even more on sustainability, on ethics, and on cross-disciplinary collaboration, and systematic interaction with employers and the society at large. Despite the grim international situation, we must keep up the good work, and very important work as well. Collaboration with industry, governments and other stakeholders like the NGOs is key to a necessary fast-tracking change, as is cooperation across borders with the best minds of academia. This is, to me, why this conference is so important. Together, we aim to solve some of the major questions which will influence how we produce and use energy in the future. We need change. We need it urgently. The Earth is in a hurry, and so are we. The future is now. I hope you will have a day bringing new insights and valuable discussions, and wish you a successful conference. And then during the discussion afterwards, I would say a little more about the concrete examples from education. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Anne.